Hello guys, this is Cyber, and I just wanted to take a moment to talk about something that really bugged me over the past couple of days. As you know, I've been playing Resident Evil Revelations 2, and what has really got under my skin with this game, not the gameplay so to speak, but just what really got under my skin was the DLC, the episodic content. And what got under my skin about this particular game, knowing that I love Resident Evil, is that they chose to separate this game into episodic content. They chose to sell what would normally be something that is a part of the game, costumes and weapons and things like that. They chose to sell it to you, and they didn't even fix all the bugs in the game. Now that got under my skin. If you're gonna sell me an incomplete game, then at least fix the game before you sell me the rest of the pieces. Okay? So this whole thing that I'm gonna go through here for the short time I'm with you is about DLC. Because if any of you out there can give me a rational statement about why DLC is necessary, because if I pay $60 for a game and you have a cash shop and you have downloadable content that needs to be purchased later, you're in violation. That's crazy. I'm not going to pay you $60, which by my thinking is used to be for packaging, duplication, printing of manuals, putting it in a box, art on the box, paying all the staff and programmers that worked on it. Then you pay the guy to put it in a box and put it on a truck. You have to pay the driver to drive that truck to a retail outlet where some other paid employee has to take that box off the truck, where the night staff has to unpack that box, put it on the shelf, where you drive to the store, pay your own money for gas, pick that box up off the shelf, and pay another paid employee to ring it up for you. Now, my understanding is that's what the $60 used to be for, to cover all of that expense, but not these days, because digital distribution has cut all of that out. So why is it that you would have a $60 game with a cash shop? Why would you have a $60 game that needs downloadable content on day one? See, greed has crept in, and it has infected gaming companies, where they have literally completed games and deliberately removed content so they can resell it to you. They get $60 out of you, sell you another DLC for $5, another DLC here for $5, another one for $10, and next thing you know, the game now costs close to $150, $200 to get the complete experience. And I noticed that those little secrets and unlocks that I talked about in the previous video, most of them have been offloaded into DLC. I mentioned it in that video. I'm gonna mention it here because they go hand in hand. So you offload it into DLC, and now there's no incentive other than just to pay for the cool stuff. You can get it all. Hey, just download it. Give us your money. So I just got frustrated with it because, in particular, there are a couple of games that I've looked at recently that I just have not bought to this day because of DLC. The main one being Company of Heroes 2. I was a huge fan of Company Heroes 1, and I was anticipating, and looking forward to the second one. But when it dropped and I saw all of this DLC content that was needed to even remotely have a good experience, I just said no thank you. I can't deal with it. Can't deal with it. So I'm off the franchise altogether because of DLC. And so, in conclusion, if you don't know by now, I think you can pretty much gather my sentiment on DLC. I mean, we have to deal with it right now, but I hope some of these companies come to their senses about this DLC and really just put the brakes on it. So that's my little 2 cents, my little rant about DLC. And I'll be back with more topics to talk about, to rant about, and I hope you guys join me for those. And before I forget, I'll put a link here in the video, but I want you guys to check out my new mobile app. It's called Catch It for the Android devices. Click and get it now. It is free. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like this video, click the subscribe button. Thank you again. This has been Cyber.